Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Mr. Effect Films here yet again, and I'm just going to do a very quick spoiler-free review for Captain America Civil War, because I just got back from seeing that. I'll probably do a spoiler-filled review later on, but right now I'm just going to keep it short and simple, spoiler-free. So, what did I think of this movie? Holy crap, man. This movie was amazing. I think with at least one or two more viewings, this will probably end up being my favorite comic book based movie of all time. I can already say it's my favorite of the Marvel movies, but this is a good chance of being my favorite comic book based movie of all time. Like, it's that good. The thing I'm hearing a lot of people, because I've seen some other reviews and I've heard other people talk about it, the thing everybody keeps saying is that this is one of those movies that gets better the more you watch it. So I'm really I do intend to see this at least one more time in theaters. I don't think this will be like, like with Force Awakens, where I saw Force Awakens 3 times in the theater. I don't think it'll be like that. But I do intend to see this at least one more time in the theater, just to see if that's true. If this is one of those movies that gets better the more you see it. So yeah, this was just amazing. So real quick, let me just go ahead and get this out there. This is probably the best on-screen Spider-Man I've ever seen, which is funny because when all the time leading up to this and everything, how Spider-Man showed up at the end of that, I think it was the second trailer or the third one, I forget which, but Spider-Man showed up at the end of one of those early trailers, and I was kind of on the fence about it. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this Spider-Man. This Spider-Man's awesome. I love this Spider-Man. Tom Holland, I think, is the name of the kid who plays him. He does a great job as Peter Parker. See, here's the thing, because we've had 3 live-action Spider-Mans now. We've had Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. And I think, here's the thing, I think Peter Parker, I'm sorry, not Peter Parker. I think Tobey Maguire was a terrible Peter Parker and an okay Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield was a fantastic Peter Parker and a good Spider-Man. With Tom Holland, it's the other way around. He's a fantastic Spider-Man and a great Peter Parker. He is the best Spider-Man we've had so far, and like I said, his Peter Parker's good but not great. But that's fine because he's a kid. You know, this is Spider-Man when he's like 15, 16, something like that. He's teenage Peter. He's probably a freshman or sophomore in high school right now, so that's fine. I think, give it time and he'll get better. So that's all I'm going to say about Spider-Man. Spider-Man's fantastic. His dialogue is amazing. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about Spider-Man. He's great. But everything else, first of all, let me say, everything with Cap is really, really good. Him and Iron Man have a great rivalry, but more than that, they have a great argument with one another. I can totally see both sides. At the end of the day, I do side more with Cap. I just think Cap is thinking more long-term with this. I think Tony is maybe letting himself be a little too guilt-tripped by all of this. That's not to say that his argument isn't legit, because it kind of is, but I think he is maybe letting himself being a little too guilt-tripped, everything, especially with that scene in the beginning with the woman. Well, I shouldn't talk about that, because like I said, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but there is a scene early on involving a woman that Tony doesn't know, and that really kind of guilt-trips him, and I think that has a lot to do with why he ends up saying this whole registration thing is totally cool and the thing we ought to do. And like I said, I just think he's maybe being a little too emotionally guilt-tripped by all that, whereas Cap is emotionally affected by all of this too, but at the end of the day, he's keeping his head in the game and he's thinking more clearly, I suppose. Although even that, I think, maybe changes a little bit in the end. Again, I'm not going to get into spoilers with that, but I think even in the end, Cap is maybe letting his own emotions get the better of him too, which is what I like about this. Both are presenting good arguments. I do side with Cap in the end, but even Cap isn't perfect with all of this. Even he is making mistakes, and like I said, maybe letting himself get a little too emotionally attached to all of this, particularly with Bucky. With a few other things, but mostly with Bucky, I think he's letting himself maybe get a little too attached to things and too emotionally driven. But like I said, at the end of the day, I do side with him because I think he's maybe a little less guilt-tripped by all this thing than Tony is. For a movie with this many characters, because I know there were some people who were worried that this would be like X-Men 3 all over again, where there's so many characters and so many things going on that nobody really gets their own time to shine and nobody has clear-cut character arcs. I mean, Black Panther, I was really worried that Black Panther would just be a cameo in this, Black Panther has one of the best character arcs in the whole movie, which is really saying something when you consider that Tony and Cap are like the two main characters of this film, and both of them do have great stuff and great character arcs too. But next to them is probably Black Panther. Black Panther is he's a great character in the beginning. He looks awesome in the costume, and where he is in the end is just really, really great. And it makes me so excited. I mean, I was already excited for the Black Panther movie getting ready to come out. I'm even more so excited for it now. I cannot wait for the Black Panther movie. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for it. From what I understand, there's a new Black Panther comic series that just started too. I need to get around to reading that because, oh man, I'm so excited for Black Panther. They did such a great job with Black Panther in this, and it's amazing. Yeah, but like I said, just this movie does such a good job juggling all these other characters, giving them just enough of an arc that it feels satisfying, but not too much that it feels intrusive. So yeah, I think that's about all I can say without getting into spoilers. All I can say is, guys, please go see this movie. I mean, it's already, if you're watching this, you probably already have. I mean, the movie already crossed the $1 billion mark, and that was before I went to go see it. So if you're watching this, you maybe already have seen it, but even still, watch it a second time, because I'm going to go see it a second time too. Yeah, this movie's amazing. Check it out if you haven't seen it. And like I said, I'll probably do a spoiler-filled review later. In fact, I'm probably going to wait until I see it again, and then I'll do my spoiler-filled review. So that's about all I've got to say for this. Again, I freaking love this movie. It's probably my favorite superhero movie now, or it will be after I see it a second time, I'm sure. So yeah, that's about all I got to say here. And I'm Mr. Effect Films signing off. I'll see y'all later. Peace.